Hi, Glenn Bischoff, editor of Urgent Communications, and I'm at IWCE 2012 in Las Vegas. I'm speaking with Bob Connell, Director of Telephony Sales for Zetron, and we're going to be talking about the company's max call taking solution. Bob, what sets this solution apart from others on the market?
Well, Glenn, I'm glad you asked that. Zetron's very proud of our max call taking system. It's really a companion product to our max dispatch radio system that we announced last year at IWCE. There are two things that really set us apart. One is the architecture, and the other is the graphical user interface that we've created. That interface was designed after the NENA committees came out with a human-machine interface standard that basically laid out what screen capabilities screens should have as we move into next generation 911. Here's our screen. We have a 911 call that's come in, and when we answer that 911 call, we now pop up a call handling screen. And that call handling screen gives you all the capabilities that they need to manage that call efficiently and effectively. For instance, we have the alley information, that's the customer address information, or perhaps the XY coordinates for a wireless, a cellular type of call. We have caller notes, so previous call notes that maybe have been collected are available to the call taker. History from that call, particular location, that particular phone number can be listed there as well. So it's a lot of information the call takers can use. We also have instant transfer buttons here that are configurable either as fixed transfer buttons, or they can change dynamically based on the emergency service number of the call that came in, or perhaps any information that came in associated with an I3 call. This system is fully I3 enabled, ready to go when people start converting their 911 networks to next generation I3 networks.
Bob, the graphic user interface is fantastic. I mean, anything that makes it easier for the call taker to take the call, process it, and do it without a lot of stress is a wonderful feature. But I know there are a lot of other features to the system that you'd like to talk about. What are they?
Well, absolutely. That human-machine interface standard that we're following also includes a lot of capabilities that the call taker needs in order to handle next-generation 911 calls. For example, we can now pull up the call history, we can pull up text messages as they come in. The call taker can now manage text messages. We can pop a map up that shows the actual location of that particular call when the call is answered. And then we have an instant recall recorder or a playback that allows us to play back moments of that dialogue so that they can maybe pick up a license plate number that they misheard or something like that. The other thing that this system allows us to do is it allows us to gather media. In next generation 911, you're going to have media coming in potentially with a call. So you might have a photograph of an accident or a video of an accident or something like that. Those things are now going to be accessible from our graphical user interface, so we're very excited about that.
Bob, there were two things that you mentioned that set this system apart. One was the graphic user interface, but the other was architecture. Can you speak to that a little bit?
The architecture is based on several components that are commercial off the shelf. We have gateways that convert the analog information that comes into IP to switch it through the system. We have commercial off the shelf switches from the common manufacturers out there to handle all the wiring capability, but the real heart of the system are our 6 server array that we have down here. Those servers are purpose-built servers. They are solid-state drive, very high performance, high-speed systems that are very low in energy requirement. Those servers allow us then to have allowed us to gather and receive a Energy Star rating from the group that puts those ratings out. So I think we're unique in the industry in having a product that is going to not only be high performance, but also low cost of ownership over time through its energy efficiency.
Well, it all sounds great, Bob, and we wish you nothing but the best with what obviously is a very, very exciting product. Yeah. So thank you for taking the time.
Well, thank you very much, Glenn.
I'm Glenn Bischoff, editor of Urgent Communications at IWCE 2012. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of the day.